So I'm excited about seeing you today. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Let's see where you call. Okay, let's see. I see people from Texas. I see people from Tennessee. I think I saw Tennessee there. Please, if you please share. Yay, Tennessee, Vegas, Bishop John Wynn, the one and only, the incomparable Bishop John Wynn. If you have an iPhone, hey Minnesota, what's going on? If you have an iPhone, swipe to the right. If you have an Android, swipe upwards. Hey Chicago, what's going on Miami, Shreveport, Louisiana? Orlando is in the house. I'm going to be coming to Orlando real soon, and Miami. I'm going to be coming to Miami next month. I'd love to come to Nashville, Tennessee. It's three places I'd love to go: Nashville, Tennessee, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Portland, Oregon. Those are the places I'd love to go. But of course, you know, the schedule is hectic. All right, it's good to see you, counselor. See, we got all different kind of people across different socioeconomic levels, different statuses. We got professional people, we got entrepreneurs, we got pastors and bishops. So good to see you guys today. I've been talking about this success series, and I'm telling you, it's been bless you, man of God. Yeah, as I've been talking about this success series, and I'm telling you, it has been really been a tremendous blessing to me. And there's a book that I wrote called Your Destiny Now. Your Destiny Now. You can pick it up online. Your Destiny Now is a very powerful book that is life changing. If you've ever read a book that is life changing, it's a book called Your Destiny Now. And ever since, you know, just been studying and doing research, I'm just excited, particularly about this success series. And I am just really, really happy. And really, really one of the things I can't wait to, we're going to do a private scope. I'm going to do a private scope in a couple of weeks, and that's going to be for those of you that have been faithful and diligent. It's going to be a private scope exclusively because I'm going to give you, I'm going to do a reading of the new book that's coming out. It's supposed to be coming out at the end of next month. It's called 7 Men You Should Never Marry. What a powerful book. Some of you still haven't gotten 7 Women You Should Never Marry, but 7 Men is going to take it even to another level. The brothers are probably going to be upset and disgusted with me. I wrote a book called When Women Talk, Men Should Listen a couple of years ago, and I'm telling you, that was a bestseller as well. But this one, 7 Men You Should Never Marry, is going to turn the tables. You better believe it. So I want to talk to you a little bit today about, and I want you to swipe to the right for your friends, swipe upwards. If you have an Apple phone, iPhone, swipe to the right, and then if you have a Android, swipe upwards. So I want you to, oh, you got your book yesterday? Good, excellent. I hope you're enjoying it. Please come back on. Those of you that just received your books, please just come back on. And please, during the Periscope, anytime during the Periscope, let us know about how you enjoyed the book. Please send us an email because we want to make sure we include those in the next book, 7 Men. We're very, very excited about that. But I want to talk to you today quickly about the 7 keys you need to be successful. The 6 keys you need to be successful. The 6 keys you need to be successful. Success, for those of you that are writing, that take notes, is best defined as the process of fulfilling one's potential. Let me say it again. Success is best defined as the process of fulfilling one's potential. Really, when you begin to start looking at the definition of success, really, that's the only thing that makes sense. There's 2 things that God gives us. He gives us internal gifts and external gifts. He gives us internal gifts and external gifts. And I'm going to share with you in just a few moments about those gifts. Now, the first key you need to be successful is preparation. If you're writing, write preparation down. Now, according to Benjamin Disraeli, success in life is for a man to be ready when his opportunity comes. Let me say that. Success in life is to be ready when your opportunity comes. Success loves preparation. I got to say it again. Success loves preparation. I have a question I want to ask every one of you that are watching under my amplified voice. If opportunity came to kiss you today, would you be ready? If an opportunity came to kiss you today, would you be ready? If you got a phone call from Fred Hammond, would you be ready to sing as a backup singer? If you got a call from F. Lee Bailey to perform a case, would you be ready to be on the case? Would you be ready and be prepared to do? If you got a call from Texas Medical Center in Houston, Texas, and you were an oncologist, would you be ready? Success always loves preparation. You've got to be, every one of us have got to be ready for the stage in life that we're put on. And when you put on this stage, you've got to be prepared, because if you come on the stage and you're not ready, then you will find somebody who is less talented, less gifted, but somebody who's ready. Watch this. You'll see them seize that moment. And you've been hearing me say that. You're going to hear me say that a lot about seizing the moment. So it's better to be ready. I want you to write this down. It's better to be ready and not have an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be ready. Let me say it again. It's better to be ready and not have an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be ready. Before anything else, preparation is the key to success. Before anything else, preparation is the key to success. And there are two, I talked to you a few moments ago about external gifts and internal gifts. Well, what are external gifts? External gifts means the things that have to do with our circumstances, your money, your location, your social status. The internal gifts has to do with your person, your intelligence, your athletic ability, your attractiveness, and so on. And so you've got to be willing, and you've got to learn how in this season, in this time, you got to be prepared. Because while you're sleeping, somebody else is preparing. While you're on the phone, somebody else is preparing. While you're watching television, someone else is preparing. I oftentimes say, if you don't plan on being an actress, and if you watch all of these reality shows, it's wasted time and wasted potential. If you're not going to be, if you don't plan on having your own reality show, but you spend hours and hours watching television, it's wasted time and wasted potential. If you don't plan on being a football player, and you watch 12 hours of football every Sunday, wasted time, wasted potential. What are you trying to say? I'm not trying to say you shouldn't watch television. I'm just trying to say you should not inundate and inculcate yourself with something that you don't plan on doing. If you plan on being successful, you got to read about successful people. You got to hang around successful people. Albert Schweitzer said something that was interesting. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you're doing, you will be successful. Find something you love to do, and you will never have to work another day in your life. Yeah, let me say that again. Find something that you love to do, and you will never have to work another day in your life. The second key that you have to have if you're going to be successful is you got to pay attention. Successful people are always attentive. They pay attention to those things that many others are not focused on. They're detail-oriented. If you're going to be successful, you got to pay attention. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. You know, in this young generation that we're in, you tend to talk to your children. They'll always tell you stuff like, well, Mom, this person is doing that, and that person is doing that. Well, you know, for some reason, it seems like we've lost our identity. Dr. Bishop Wynn is talking about identity. We've lost our identity, and we're too busy trying to be like other people. Listen, there's only one Kervin J. Smith. We don't need 1,000 other Kervin J. Smith. There's no one else like me. There's no one else that has my fingerprints. And so guess what? I have to be comfortable with who I am. You got to be comfortable with your nose. You got to be comfortable with your eyes. You got to be comfortable with your lips. You got to be comfortable with your ears. Whatever God has given you, you got to be comfortable with it. But you got to pay attention. And what do you mean pay attention? You got to pay attention to details. To be successful, you got to always, please write this down, you got to focus on details, on detail-oriented things. That's why you have, when you're a doctor, doctors have to be detail-oriented. When you're an attorney, you've got to be detail-oriented. When you're an accountant, you have to pay attention to details. When you're a pastor, you must pay attention to details. You got to be focused on anything. If you're a business owner, you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to details. You can't allow taxes to be unpaid. You can't allow employee taxes to be unpaid. You've got to pay attention to details. And so if I'm going to be attentive, what do I need, Dr. Smith? Well, I'm glad you asked. You have to have the power of vision. The power of vision. What is vision? Vision is the lens through which you view the possibilities of your journey. Vision is the lens which you view the possibilities of your journey. If your windshield in life is obstructed or blurry, you're going to have a hard time telling whether you're on the right path in life or whether you're still on the road. Some of us have things that are on our windshield. And the sad commentary is we don't have the sense enough to put on the windshield wipers and say, we got to move it away. This is a windshield wiper. It moves back and forth. What is the windshield? Because anything that's obstructing my view, it's got to get out of the way. And so I dare say to you today that some of you need to turn on your windshield wipers so that you can begin to wipe all of the debris. Wipe confusion away. Wipe the frustration away. Wipe people that are trying to consistently bring you down. You've got to wipe it away. Pay attention to details. Stay close. That's one of the things that's unique about women, the gift that's been given to women. They pay close attention to details. When a man gets busted, you know why he gets busted? One of the first reasons is because he changed his pattern. When a man changes his pattern, let me say that again. When men change their pattern, women pay very close attention to details. She knew you cheated on her the first time you cheated on her. But guess what? She never said anything. You know why? Because she was believing that you were going to shift and change. So women pay very close attention to details. You've got to be detail oriented. I tell men all the time, you can never beat a woman cheating. You can't beat a woman cheating unless you can think like her. And most men don't think like women because most men are predictable. They do the same thing. What do you mean same things? You know, it's ironic that a guy can have the same password. He could have divorced this woman 5 years ago and have the same password on his email. Watch this, that he had 5 years ago, never had to change it. So, and she knew the password. That's why she can go in and out if she desires, because he never. But women pay very close attention to details. They pay very close attention to details. I'm giving somebody that. I gave you that one for free. The third key, if you're going to be successful, is you got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive. I don't like to be around soft people, people that are always sitting there waiting for something. I have a daughter, and my daughter is, she follows the same pattern as me. When I was in school, from the 7th grade, I was always an entrepreneur, selling candy, M&Ms, Snickers, always had something to go. Isn't it ironic my daughter did the same thing after me? My son does the same thing, but I have a daughter who's extremely aggressive. When you're aggressive, you're hungry. What do you mean you're hungry? I've been doing what I've been doing for years, and I'm still hungry. I still study like I'm broke. I still act like I don't have any money. I still act like that tomorrow I could lose everything. You know why? Because I got to be aggressive. And some of you, that's when you lose your passion. And some people say today, why do you work so hard? Because I understand that, you got to be aggressive. No one ever gave me anything, and no one's going to give you anything. You got to be aggressive. What do you mean when you say be aggressive? You have to be passionate to succeed. You have to want it more than other people. I got to say that again. You got to want it more than other people. The thing that separates LeBron James, the thing that separates Michael Jordan from everybody else is Michael Jordan would rip your throat out. You know why he rip your throat out? Is because Michael Jordan wanted the championship. He didn't have time to hee ha ha, and that's what you don't have time to hee ha ha and laugh and kid and joke with people. You know why? Because you have purpose. You have destiny on your side. You got to be aggressive. So watch this. And if you're aggressive, sometimes people have a problem with that. Well, I'm going to also say something to you. People are not going to celebrate you because you're successful. The greatest haters in your life are people that say, oh, she's too pushy. She's too aggressive. Well, if you're not aggressive, how is your business going to grow? If you're not aggressive, how are you going to become successful? If you're not aggressive, you got to act like you got $10 in your bank account. You may have $4 million in investments, $300,000 in cash, live in a ridiculous house, obscene, drive the car you want to drive, live the way you want to live, but you got to act hungry. You got to act like you got $10 in your bank.